will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Bringing it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Running to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown. There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Touchdown ball. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First down here for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. They'll throw it from the red zone. With the catch, it's Russell. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Snap it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
They'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Tennessee 7, South Carolina 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They move the tight end all over. Looking to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Matthews. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. The Vols have enough for the first down.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage, or do I go for it on fourth down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big first down.
The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Matthews. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He now has 74 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll go to the ground. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
At the 11-yard line. Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. He makes the connection. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14, South Carolina, 3.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Working that left side now. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Toretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. They're trailing by 9 to NC State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Nicholson. They'll immediately call timeout.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week.
Return runs out of bounds.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He looks that one in nicely. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Volunteers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Tennessee 21, South Carolina 10.
And the Volunteers will line up to kick off and start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. What a cut. Now he's loose. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. More to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today, and I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 10.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's Sellers. The sweet feet buy a little time. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to throw it again. Trying to get to it. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Stands in and takes the hit. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking down the middle. On target to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. This time he's got his man. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the stomping has commenced.
You run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 2 to NC State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
And that ball is live in the backfield. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Running back searching for a hole. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th.
Tennessee, 35. South Carolina, 10.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The balls line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Going to try to get it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The give as they work on that clock. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the right. Makes the catch. Touchdown Volunteers. And the beatdown has ensued. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Fair catch called for and made. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking.